Laura, big game Saturday, 2:30 in Bellfield. You know a lot about Bellfield of Tira. How's preparations been the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, they've been really good. Everybody's buzzing around Castown. We have a really, really big panel, so places are up for grabs. Everybody's fighting tooth and nail to get there, so everybody's really, really excited for it.
Yeah, look, at you've played Bellfield of Tira already this year, and you would have got to know them a lot over the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
What are you expecting from them? Anything different?
Look, we're under no illusions. We're underdogs going into this game. They beat us already earlier on in the season, but there's some seriously good players. They had a few minor county players, and everybody knows how good they are. We're just preparing for a battle.
How important is it for Castown to try to get up into the intermediate grade?
Oh, it's huge. This is going to be our third final now in 5 or 6 years. We really want to get up there. There's teams gone up that have beaten us in finals and they're doing well up in intermediate. We want to get up there and be with the best.
The people won't understand maybe the standard of ladies football. How do you see the standard of ladies football since you started playing?
I think it's really risen around the county. I think even the junior A championship, there's some seriously good footballers in it. There's a lot of county young players coming through. It's improving every year. And
has COVID affected your preparations, or are you just happy to be out with your friends playing football?
Look, everybody's delighted to be back. You know, if you asked us 6 months ago would we be playing football, no one was sure. But the girls stayed fit over COVID. They went for runs on their own. They worked out at home. So hopefully we're all in good shape.
And how do you feel about playing in front of an empty stadium really on Saturday?
Look, it's not ideal. Hopefully people will be tuned in. But we have a big panel, 37 players. So hopefully we'll make a bit of noise on the line for ourselves.
Laura, the very best of luck and all the best on Saturday.
Thank you.
And you can see, is there someone who's picking up? I think Rachel Casey has gone over to pick up Amy Wilson. Or is it it's Donna Byrne. So it's surely to be an intriguing battle. So ball is in now. James Malloy throws in the ball. First blood goes to Castown. Marta Cavanagh gets that ball up free inside. That'll be a huge boost for the Castown girls after winning the throw in. Laura Stafford sits back out deep. She's heavily strapped right knee. Won a soccer cup and title this year with Fort Celtic. Good ball inside into Nevie Taylor-Hughes. Nevie Taylor-Hughes wearing number 13 on her back. Solos with her right, recycles the ball back out to Mirren Fitzpatrick. Mirren Fitzpatrick kicks the ball across, and it's a tackle from behind there from the fullback, Leah Fitzhenry, on Marta Kavanagh. And a good start, Lizzie, for Castown to be happy to win the throw-in and get a foothold in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. It started well. You know, first ball has got a free now in a scoreable area for Amy Wilson.
So Amy Wilson, a tough free to start off at about 35, 38 yards out to her, about 5 or 6 steps, but she definitely will have the distance. She's going soccer style off the ground, 4 or 5 steps back. She looks like she has the distance, and it's just clipped the inside of the post, and that's a super score from Amy Wilson. And Lizzie, you took frees in your time back in the day as well. Close in ones, I believe, but how hard is it as a free taker when your first free is about 40 yards out?
Oh, it's really, really difficult. Your first free usually sets you up for the day as well. But Amy has been consistent over the last number of years, and a super finish from that is never in doubt, really, to be honest with you, Anthony.
Kick out this time from Aoife Dunn. She goes long over Amy Wilson's head out to the captain of the Bellfield of Tira team, Alma Morris. She recycles the ball back to her defender, and Donna Byrne brings the ball out. She lays it off into Jerry Rose O'Connor, who's been introduced to start as a substitute. Gives it across to centre back Sean Nolan. Bellfield of Tira look like they're going to be playing a running game through the hands here at the start of this game. Working the ball really, really well down through the middle. Aoife Codd seems like she's made too many steps. Referee James Mullally blows her up for overcarrying. And Castown seem to have settled better into this game, Lizzie, at the start.
Yep, they've certainly had the better start now, but early doors, first couple of minutes, obviously county final day nerves, so we'll give it a few minutes till things settle down.
Leah Fitzhenry has gone across onto Amy Wilson straight away from the start, and advantage there to Castown. Amy's got the arm pulled back. She moves the ball with her left foot into Nevie Taylor. Straight away you can see what Castown are trying to do, get Amy Wilson and Nevie Taylor-Hughes on the ball. There's a free again to Castown. Referee James Mullally playing the advantage rule really well. Lets Castown break through. Amy Wilson breaks through on her left hand side. She is fouled just at the edge of the, and the referee has set out his stall, Lizzie. He seems to be going to let this game flow. He's playing a really, really good advantage. But Castown again attacking Bellfield of Tira down through the middle, and another free for Amy.
Yeah, in a really scoreable position. But yeah, credit to the ref. He's allowed play on, and he's only stopped it when really there was no opportunity for the forward to make headway. So looks like actually Laura Stafford is going to take this right off the right foot.
Yeah. Probably a good choice because it was a guaranteed score probably, and get the confidence of free taker up. You have your right foot free taker and your left foot free taker after getting 2 points in the first 2 minutes. 2 points nil to Castown. Aoife Dunn with a kick out. They won the last one. They hit the long. She goes out to the right and long. Lovely strike of a ball out to Orla Keogh. Orla Keogh, this young girl that we spoke about is after shining bright in the last few years and really one for the future. She skips by her defender Rosie McCookie and she's tackled by Laura Stafford, and you can see the impact of Orla Keogh. She looks inside, she's a ball inside. Ciara Tompkins getting back, gets her body behind the ball, she brings it across the goal. Darren Cullen comes out and makes a great save, and that time very, very close for Catherine Kelly. Catherine Kelly got in over the top, but you seen the danger of Orla Keogh straight away, Lizzie.
Oh, she was excellent, got on the ball, just really went at the Castletown defence, and the defence opened up in front of her. She created that opening. Brave from the Ballyadove keeper Aoife Dunn there, got down on that ball.
Ciara Tompkins kicked the ball across the goal. She probably would have been better off putting it out with her left foot, but as you said, Darren Cullen done really well to make that save. Bernie Breen takes her 45 short into Lauren Robin. Lauren Robin, one of the key players, nice strike on the left foot, but it's just gone to the left and wide. And again, no problems here for either team, just settling into the game. We've 4 minutes gone on the clock and Castletown lead 2 points to no score. Darren Cullen with her first kick out. We can see what sort of system now Castletown go with. Bunching into the middle again, and a run out to the left by Marta Kavanagh. That's it. She's definitely hit the space, and that's a great kick out from Darren Cullen out to Marta Kavanagh. Shows really well, steps back inside. Looks like she might have overcarried the ball, but she gets away with that one step. Laura Stafford back to Marta. Marta driving through the middle. She's been tackled there in the centre by the midfielder Abby O'Connor. Abby and Jerry Rose, of course, sisters. Two teams battling hard for it. James Mullally keen to let this game flow, which is adding to a great start to the game. Again, great near hand tackle there from Abby O'Connor, just getting back on Marta Kavanagh, dispossessing her. Bernie Breen and Marta Kavanagh, old versus young, I'd probably like to say. Comes out from the Castletown side view. Sarah Whelan pops the ball across, bad ball across to Rosie McGuckin, and it's picked up there by Catherine Kelly again. She's been busy in the first few minutes. Gives the ball outside to Aoife Codd. Aoife Codd over the top again. You see this battle of Orla Keogh and Rosie McGuckin, and it comes out again to Orla Keogh. And Lizzie, we'll probably mention her name a lot of times, but Rosie McGuckin and Orla Keogh look like they're going to have a good battle today.
I think it's going to be a super battle. Orla Keogh has been lively every time the ball goes into that area. But in fairness to Roisin McGuckin, she's stood up to her now and obviously has a task at hand to mark her, and Bernie Breen is on the ball. Bernie
Breen makes a good run and she just outside the right boot. And again, from a Castletown point of view, Miriam Fitzpatrick just switched off for a couple of seconds, and Bernie using her experience. You could see the Ballylove Tyrrell players looking back to see us. So it's obviously a pre-planned move. Darren Cullen again with the kick out. Castletown bunching in the middle again. Ballylove Tyrrell switched onto it straight away. They're gone out in zone, and a good run this time from the Castletown's number 17, Denise Byrne. Denise has the pigtails in today for the big occasion. Fumble there in the middle by, I can't see the number, Susan Boyle, I think, the substitute. She's fouled. So it looks like Castletown's game plan in the first few minutes is Laura Stafford is going to be kicking every free no matter where it is on the pitch.
She's accurate, as in they're looking obviously to retain possession, but it's been a really good start. Both teams tactically really, really well set up. You can see that in the kickouts and the open play. They're very clear on their game plan, and they're sticking to it at the minute.
Again, Marta Kavanagh really busy in his first few minutes. Breaks the tackle, goes by one player, goes by two players, gives a great ball off the shoulder to Denise Byrne. Denise Byrne at the second attempt goes to pick it up, gives it inside to Saoirse Conjun, but she's well marshalled there by Jerry Rose O'Connor. Jerry Rose using her strength, burst out through the defence, gives it a ball over the top, tackle hard there by Niamh Taylor Hughes. Aoife Codd. Aoife Codd does really well on the sideline, and she plays it down her line. Long ball over the top there, and it's between Laura Stafford and Orla Keogh again. Orla Keogh out in front again, winning her own ball. Gives it back to her captain, Alma Morris. Alma Morris puts the ball over the top, win by Susan Boyle. Susan Boyle started off really well in this game. Gives a great crossfield pass here across to Sarah Whelan. Great vision. Sarah's got support off her right shoulder. She can get her head up and look for it. Gives the ball into Laura Stafford. Laura Stafford dropping deep, getting on a lot of ball in the first few minutes. Left footed kick by Susan Boyle. She doesn't want to be given away to Orla Keogh. Orla Keogh picks up the ball, takes her on. Plays once, plays twice, gives it inside to Lauren Robin. Lauren Robin bearing in on 21 yards out. Lauren Robin goes for the outside of the right boot, and she drifts to the left and wide. And Lizzie, a brilliant start and a high standard for a junior A.
The quality is excellent, Anthony. Really, really enjoyable.
Of the commentating or the match?
The match I would go with, Anthony. Really, really good from both sides, and I think Ballydove Tier have taken the chances that they've had. Castletown might be ruined these opportunities. I think that's maybe their third or fourth wide in a row. So really, really good standard. Though the quality is really, really good.
Kick out again. Darren Cullen had to climb halfway up the net to get that ball. Great kick out this time. No, it's not a goal. It's been intercepted. I thought it was going to Laura Stafford. Again, Aoife Codd getting on a lot of ball in his first few minutes. She's been got advantage. Her advantage might be over. No, James Mullally gets the whistle in, and again, good refereeing from James that time. You like to see advantage being played to the full extent, and it's brought back there for a free this time from Ciara Robin, and they've worked it short the last few times, and she'll probably look to kick this one over the bar from this angle, Liz.
Yeah, I would think so. She's shaping up to take it, but again, really good piece.
Played short in this time, sorry, Aoife Codd. Again, Castledown switching off. Has 2 quick short frees, and this time she's kicked it wide again, Lizzie.
Yeah, as in I think that's their 4th wide on the hop now, as in Bellfield here have really come into this game after Castletown's quick start, but they'll rue these missed opportunities, I think, Anthony.
The net playing havoc at the back there for the umpires, the goalkeeper. It's dipping down in behind the fence, but 8.5 minutes gone here. Short kick out from Darren Cullen out to Hanan free. It's great to see Hanan back playing. Real powerhouse with underage for Castledown, and she's back into Castledown jersey now. Good 1-2 there, driving out of defence, gives it over to Sarah Whelan. Sarah well tackled again by Orla Keogh. Hands might have been down there, but the referee lets it play again. Definitely a foul there to Boylulove Tira. And Boylulove Tira just getting the grips of the ball, the dirty ball on the ground. High ball across there, turned over again by Susan Boyle. Susan Boyle under pressure now from Lauren Robin. She uses Ciara Tompkins. Ciara Tompkins dispossessed that time, but gets it back at the second time. Gives the ball to Laura Stafford. You can see the plan of Castledown. Laura Stafford's dropping deep from the 11 position, and she's getting on a lot of ball. Long ball in here to Saoirse Conjun in the full forward. She's out to midfield. Being well tackled there by Abby Rose O'Connor. Saoirse takes a bounce with a solo with the left, second solo. She's been tackled now by Abby O'Connor. Abby and Jerry Rose, the sisters, combined to turn over that ball. And again, a high ball over the top. And Aoife Codd is on a lot of ball. And she has been done for steps. Great quick ball in soccer style by Amy Wilson, using her experience. Great ball into Niamh Taylor Hughes, but she drops it and let the ball spill through her hands. Gives it across here to Rachel Casey. Rachel Casey out to Abby O'Connor. Abby O'Connor takes the ball on the right hand side, gives it across there. Good battle there. Orla Keogh looked like she might have controlled it on the ground, but she gets it up at the second attempt. She's only got one thing on her mind, and that's to take on the defence. She's the real danger woman for Boylulove Tira in the first 10 minutes. Gives the ball inside there to Lauren Robin. She gets on her left hand side and she looks to take her first score of the game, and that's an excellent score. And again, Lizzie turned over. Probably really good quick thinking by Amy Wilson, but just Niamh Taylor Hughes mightn't have been expected it, and up the other end of the field, and a great score.
Yeah, really quick turnover, and Bellfield here moving the ball through the hands excellently. Again, Orla Keogh causing havoc in the defence and making the right decision to give it out to Ciara Robin, who just cut in and a super finish off the left.
Kick out again, this time goes down the middle, battled well by Sarah Whelan. Marta Kavanagh has been impressive in this first 10 minutes. She's been on that ball, gives a great ball out to Sarah Whelan. She'll look inside, she takes a solo, she waits for the run inside, takes another bounce. She's been tackled from behind there, good, well done by the number 10 Al Morris. Good tackle out to this young starlet from Castledown, Priya Daly Toole. Comes in as big occasion for her starting first ever county final. Gives it into the danger room, and Amy Wilson solos on the left. She's been tackled there really well by Donna Byrne. That could bounce in. The keeper needs to be careful. Well gathered there by Aoife Dunn on the bounce. She looks upside. Great ball with the left foot out, straight out to Al Morris. The wind carries it over her head and gives it across to Sarah Whelan. Sarah Whelan looks across the field and she gives a nice little ball across to Laura Stafford. Laura Stafford neglects her space. She's got plenty of time to pick her head up and pick her pass. Gives a great ball inside to her wing forward, Denise Byrne. Plays a 1-2 with Laura Stafford. She's into the edge of the D. She goes with the inside of the boot, and that is a great score from Castledown. And again, Lizzie, Laura Stafford dropping deep. But if they can get her on the ball, she's going to do damage playing 1-2s into the D.
Yeah, she's playing really well in the pivot, Anthony. Okay, being that option to switch to play, and in that regard, just sat in the middle of the field, crossfield ball, and literally she just went out and played a little 1-2, and a great finish, really great finish, really showing her experience there.
Great start to this game, great tempo. Kick out this time from Aoife Dunn. Hand on it there by Laura Stafford, breaks over to Rosie McGuckeen. Rosie wins this battle with Orla Keogh, but Orla Keogh shows her strength. She's diving on every ball. Brilliant work there from... I'm just been told by my cameraman Dennis Fitzpatrick here beside me that the microphone is too close to my mouth. Sometimes that's hard. Laura Stafford, nice lovely little cushioned pass into Niamh Taylor Hughes. Niamh styles a little dummy. She's been tackled hard there by Rachel Casey. She gets advantage there, and again a free for Castledown, and Boylulove Tira tackling really really hard in the defence, but James Mullally is given the freeze there for the first few minutes, and this will suit Castledown. Lizzie?
Yes, two really good free takers in Laura Stafford. It looks like Laura is the one who's going to step up for this. But no, it's been an end-to-end game, Anthony. And I guess the key at the minute is Castledown have just been that little bit more clinical than Bellfield here.
Laura Stafford about 40 yards. They've dropped a dangerous ball inside. Saoirse Conn square bats it back now. I don't think number 7's hair was pulled there, but the referee didn't see it. He's got long hair himself, so maybe he's letting him out, let it run. Yeah, he's used to it. Ball out to Alma Morris, dropping deep, gives it to experienced Bernie Breen. Bernie solos around, gets herself user experience, gets herself out of trouble. Comes across the left hand side of the field, cuts back through the middle, gives it inside to Donna Byrne. Donna Byrne plays the 1-2 to Jerry Rose O'Connor, and Bernie Breen, who picked that ball up at the edge of the square, is now out to the midfield. Gives a great ball inside in here. Great battle going on in here between Megan Cullen. Ball inside, well read there by Hannah Anfree. Hannah Anfree takes a solo, gets off the line, tackled high around the neck, but she drives through the tackle, leading from defence. Advantage over, says the referee, and she's bringing the ball out past the 45. Excellent ball fumble there, well tackled there by Bernie Breen. A tackle hard by Miriam Fitz as well. Great battle going on here by Miriam Fitz and Bernie Breen. Miriam Fitz only back from injury, sticking to her task well. Gives the ball back into Ciara Robin. Ciara Robin, that stylish left foot. Loads of composure on the ball, plenty of time. Gives it out with her right outside the battle there between Ciara Tompkins and Lauren Robin. And already after 14 minutes you can see the conditions and the heat taking its toll in this game. Players are looking tired already, just need to get their second win. Ball out to centre back Shauna Nolan. Shauna Nolan gives it out to Catherine Kelly, goes with the outside the right boot, and another wide for Lizzie, another wide for not for Lizzie. Another wide for Ballylove Tira, and that's 4 or 5 wides at the moment for Ballylove Tira.
I think it's their 5th wide, Anthony. You know, some really, really good build-up play, really patient play, wait until the opportunity comes, but as in just that little bit of composure in front of goal. That's all. That's really all is between the sides at the minute.
Nearly 15 minutes gone. We'll be heading for our first water break. Castdown leading 3 points to 1. A little tick in there for Lauren Byrne for a high tackle. Again, good movement by Priya Dale-Atul, but the hop invades her. Again, Aoife Cott has been very busy. Gives the ball to the danger woman. Bernie Breen goes this time, and that looks like a super score from Bernie Breen. Again, Lizzie, just probably the firm surface. Evaded. Good movement from the kick out, but if you spill over the ball and Bernie Breen takes it up, there's usually only going to be one result.
Yeah, and a super finish from Bernie. Just got off the shoulder at pace, a good pop pass to her, and yeah, it's a great score for Ballydove here just before the water break. You know, they've had a lot of possession, but it now leaves a point in it, so it's, you know, it puts them in a great position going into the first stoppage.
Denise Byrne there, kick out, but she waited for the ball, and Donna Byrne attacks the ball in front and sets back into Lauren Robin. Lauren Robin looking to get that ball on her left foot. Well tackled there by Hannah Anfree and Megan Cullen. Recycles the ball outside to Abby O'Connor. Abby O'Connor well tackled there by Rosie McCookin. Rosie be delighted to come out with that ball. Out to Marta Kavanagh. Marta Kavanagh breaks one tackle, has been tackled again, and she's fouled this time behind from Abby O'Connor. And that's referee's going to call a water break on a free. We've got 16 minutes gone, and Lizzie Castdown leading 3 points to 2, but very, very tight game, and I think this one could be going down to the wire.
A very even contest, Anthony, you know, and some really, really good performances across both sides. You know, Ballydove here will probably be a little bit disappointed maybe to be behind at this stage. You know, they've had a lot of opportunities created, good scoring opportunities, but every time Castletown attack, you know, they're I suppose they're taking those chances that they're getting. Very little between the two sides. You know, I think Marta Kavanagh for Castletown has been really, really strong, really strong. Orla Kehoe and Ciara Robin are causing hassle up front for Ballydove Tier. You know, as in Amy Wilson and Nevie Taylor-Hughes started at a ferocious pace for Castletown and looked dangerous every time they get the ball in there, but I suppose the challenge for Castletown is getting it in there. But you know, it's a great game. I think it's as you said, I think it's going to go right down to the wire.
Yeah, Liz, you said there's very little between the teams. Well, there is, because it's 3 points to 2. We have our first water break here, and looking from a Castletown point of view, Ballydove Tira beat him 7 to 9 points, and I think at this stage of the championship, the first championship game, the game has probably gone beyond Castletown. So really well defensively set up, and getting their dangerous players on the ball going forward. Yeah,
there's been no clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities really for Ballydove here, and that's a credit to the Castletown defence. They've funneled back in, you know, they've made it really difficult, and they've had a number of turnovers, you know what I mean, and then moving into the playmaker, Laura Stafford, who's dropped deep, and yeah, once you get that ball into Nevie Taylor-Hughes and Amy Wilson, they will do damage.
And likewise for Bellfield Tira, I suppose at the start you can see Ciara Robin and Orla Keogh, the danger women around the square.
Yeah, they've been excellent and they've linked up really, really well. And then you have Bernie Breen running off the shoulders, really come into the game in the last kind of 7 or 8 minutes. So game is back on, Anthony.
Back on now. Laura Stafford, nice little ball into Niamh Taylor. She shows good hands this time. Needs to take a solo there, doesn't get done with steps. Good ball out to Miriam Fitzpatrick. Miriam Fitzpatrick has the thankless job today of picking up Bernie Breen, but she's well up to the task. She's driving through the middle now. She's got Amy Wilson on her left. Amy will swing that left boot on, and that could a dangerous ball. Oh, and Lizzie, she was obviously going for a point, but the way Amy strikes the ball, you can see a lot of them the way they dip in. And look, Aoife Dunn wouldn't be the tallest goalie out there, but she moved her feet really well and got a hand to that and put it out for a 45.
Yeah, did really, really well, and particularly I don't know whether the sun is a factor here today as well, but moved her feet, got herself across the goal, and did really well to cover that. When Amy drops into that pocket there, she's just so dangerous with that left boot.
So Laura Stafford opting to take this 45. I would have thought it was in Amy Wilson territory, but maybe they have a pre-planned move. Well, Lizzie eats a Haribo jelly beside me. She gives it inside, a good ball inside the Saoirse Conran evades her though. Well cut out there by Jerry Rose, and you can see the impact Jerry Rose had. She is allowed to play the ball on the ground like she is in ladies football, and good advantage that time again by the referee, and it's a free in. Yeah, there's nothing accrued from that, and Priya Daly O'Toole getting a good hand in there, Lizzie, and another chance for Castledown to maybe put 2 between the sides.
Yeah, no, Castledown again have started the better of the two in this second quarter, but Laura Stafford steps up, and I'd expect her to have the range and the distance from here.
Yeah, Laura Stafford off that trusty right boot on the inside. It's a lovely kicking style, is he? We don't see it too much in the ladies' game, but the most accurate players are usually ones that can kick off the instep.
Yeah, and we're lucky enough to see a few of them today. Laura Stafford, Amy Wilson from the Castletown side, Orla Keogh, Ciara Robin on the Bellfield Tira. It's great to see, Anthony.
Long ball, using the breeze this time. Great battle over the far side by Ciara Tompkins. Ciara Tompkins comes out to that ball. Her boyfriend sitting up on the wall will be delighted with that. Drives out and she's given a free. She wins a great free there for Castletown, and kick out over the top, carried the breeze, but as any good defender should be anticipating the ball over the field. Comes out in front, ball inside to Niamh Taylor Hughes. She's looking busy in this first few minutes. She's winning and she's taking on her player every single time. Well tackled that time by Rachel Casey. Gets a near hand across the ball. Baller cycle out to Denise Byrne, out to Miriam Fitzpatrick. Miriam will drive through the middle. She take on 2 or 3. Nice little improvisation scoop. Great block down by Bernie Breen there. Ball falls to Martha Kavanagh, picks up the loose ball. She's been tackled there by 2 or 3, and the referee is given a steps out, free out for Castletown.
Actually, the quality defending in that last passage of play, brilliant near hand tackle, a fantastic, and one of my favourites, yourself, and a fantastic block from Bernie Breen, as good as a score, and they've turned over the ball and given themselves an opportunity to go on the attack.
Oh, there's just been a tangle of legs there. Bernie looked to pick out Orla Keogh. Tangle of legs. Rosemary Cooking is not happy with the referee, but in fairness, she was tripped accidentally. It was still a free. This will be a free, and like Laura Stafford for Castletown, Bernie Breen will take all the 2 blonde ponytails. They'll take all the frees. Ball out to Aoife Codd. Aoife Codd seems to be on a lot of ball in this first half. She gets the ball across to Catherine Kelly. Catherine Kelly with a high looping ball upside. Ciara Tompkins with a rugby background might do well to pick up that ball. Well gathered there, played on the ground. Laura Stafford picks up the breaking ball. She drives through one tackle. Good tackle there by the Bellfield Tira defence. No quarter given here in this first 20 minutes. Susan Boyle drives out through one tackle again. Miriam Fitzpatrick, great ball off the shoulder from Sarah Whelan. Castletown moving this ball, good timing and run off the shoulder out to Priya Daly O'Toole. There's space inside for Saoirse Conran if she get her head up. Miriam Fitzpatrick takes the ball down through the middle. She's 40-50 yards out. There's a great ball, dangerous ball in over the top. Well read there by Niamh Taylor Hughes again. She steps back inside. She looks like she's been fouled, and Lizzie, when Castletown get the ball in fast, Niamh Taylor Hughes or Denise Byrne or Saoirse Conran, they look like there's chances there every single time.
Really dangerous. Really, like Niamh read that really well, and another scoreable free for Castletown, and as in you don't want to be giving these frees away because they have 2 very consistent free takers.
Just wondering, obviously, that's a lot of fouls Bellfield Tira have given away in the last maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and I see James Mullally putting a few ticks in the book. Free for Amy Wilson. She curls that beautifully soccer style off the left foot, and Lizzie, we didn't pay in today, but if you were paying in, it's worth coming in to see.
Yeah, it's an exhibition of kicking.
Frees for Castletown at the moment are the difference, 5 points to 2. We have 22 and a half minutes gone on the clock with maybe a 2-minute water break, so about 10 minutes to go in this first half. all to play for here. Ball out here to can't see the number. It's Lauren Byrne, the substitutes in, gives the ball into the captain again. Alan Morris plays a 1-2 with Lauren Byrne. Lauren gives a quick ball inside here to scooped up there that time. Lauren gives the ball back outside, and no advantage again. And again, referee James Mullally playing the advantage rule really well. Not in the crew there for Ciara Robin, so she'll look backwards. Free in now for Bernie Breen. She's got a player back to her right. Cast down, no one marking her. Bernie gets about 20 yards out of that free, and she does use her experience really well, but she pulls it to left or right. We've seen that over the years for Wexford and Kerry. She's using her experience to gain a few steps. Nothing wrong with it?
Nothing wrong with it at all. Every advantage taken, on, especially on county final day.
Kick out again to Darren Cullen. It's been all cast down at the end of the field, so this has been a while since Darren Cullen's had a kick out. Kicks it out to the wing. Sarah Whelan makes a good run out, but again, Aoife Cott has been super impressive in this first 24 minutes, winning that ball. Is tackled this time and it goes over the line. Lineswoman gives it a line ball for Boyle Love Tira. Just a little running repairs here at the moment, I think, for Boyle Love Tira. Ciara Robin down, or Lauren Robin down with a boot issue, and the win takes this one from Abby O'Connor and Lizzie in the first 25 minutes. I suppose the difference is the frees, but Castletown seem to be using the ball a little bit better in around the forward line. Yeah,
they're working the ball through the hands really, really well, and they're making the right decision, as in, you know, they're sending it in long when it's on, but if it's not, they're patience in the build-up, and yeah, Castletown on top at the minute.
Good kick out again from Darren Cullen, finding Laura Stafford. Boyle Love Tara choosing not to push up on her for the kick-outs, and the centre back, Shauna Nolan, sitting back in the midfield. This time the ball comes to Susan Boyle. Castletown moving the ball really well through the hands, out to Rosie McGuckin. Tackled really well by Orla Keogh. Steps there for Castletown and free inside, and she drop kicks that free inside to Lauren Robin. Lauren Robin get Orla Keogh. This is danger for Castletown. Orla Keogh is driving through, and she looks like she might have been take too much steps. And referee blows the first steps, and it was a good. Again, Lizzie, we see the benefit of a near hand tackling. If you get the near hand across, very rarely you'll give away a free, and Orla Keogh tried to solo that ball, but she just wasn't able to.
No, the defender came across really well, arm underneath the arm, and it's never a free, and it's all about the timing, and is in a great piece of defending again from Castletown there. They'll be delighted with this piece of play.
Bernie Breen picks up a breaking ball there around the middle, gives it out to Lauren Byrne. Rosie McGuckin comes in behind there and wins a great free there from Rosie McGuckin. And again, just everything going Castletown's way here in the first few minutes, but there's nothing going to be much between these two teams. The breeze is nearly a bit of a hindrance at the moment to Boyle Love Tira, Lizzie, because the ball is carrying a long way and it's going out over the end line a few times.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be, Anthony. You know, they just haven't got the pitch of it just yet. But you know, and it seems to be picking up a small bit as well, Anthony. Yeah.
So James Mullally is having a word now with one of the players. I think there's been maybe for persistent fouling from the Boyle Love Tira players. He's having a word with one of them. Blood sub, I think she got a bang in the mouth for herself. Accidentally, I presume. It's part and parcel of the game. No, Abby, she's a strong girl. She'll shake that off and she'll be back on the field in no time. Gum shield he's looking for. He's looking for a gum shield.
Same bin.
No, there's a player on for her there now. A player that's coming on. Maybe she's learned her lesson. She's looking for a gum shield now because she's a bloody mouth. But this time another free. The referee changes his mind. He gives it to Bernie. Long ball inside. Good tackle there by Megan Cullen. Megan Cullen gets the hand of that ball really well and wins a free out for Castletown. And the Castletown backs just on top, winning the individual battles here at the moment. Free for Laura Stafford. Castletown in no hurry to take this free against the wind. 27 minutes and 10 seconds gone on the clock. A tough ball down the line here to Denise Byrne. Well tackled again there by Donna Byrne. Hands will look like they're down. A shout here from the few people in the crowd. Marta Kavanagh has worked really, really hard. Free in for Boyle Love Tira this time, and game has just gone a little bit scrappy now in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Bernie's telling her players to go along. She's looking loads of space inside there. That carries inside. There's a ball breaks there again. Ciara Tompkins and Catherine Kelly. Hanan Free comes out with the ball again, storms out, plays out, doesn't play a 1-2 because she's intercepted by Orla Keogh. But Castletown point of view, they don't want Orla Keogh on the ball. Orla picks up 2 solos. She's one thing on her mind, takes a bounce, gets a great block there by Hanan Free again. She redeems herself after giving away that ball. Simple ball out here this time to Rosie McGuckin. Rosie gets her head up, looks for pass. There's no support. 3 or 4 bodied up to her players around her. Gives the ball to Ciara Tompkins. She takes a solo. She needs to break the tackle to get out of trouble. She breaks one tackle and now she's fouled, is she? Referee is playing advantage. No free has came from that. Just a tug of the arm. And Lizzie Hanan Free gave away the ball, but what a block.
Oh, fantastic block. Both herself and Rosie McGuckin have been fantastic in the Castletown defence. You know, they've sniffed out any chances that Ballyduff here are creating. So excellent piece of play.
Laura Stafford, as Abby O'Connor comes back in, comes shielding on toe and the blood gone. Laura Stafford, nice little ball to Marta Kavanagh. Marta Kavanagh on a lot of ball here in this right wing. Steps inside her player. Takes 2 solos, 3 solos. She's driving down the field. She's 45 yards off the goal. She steps in towards the body love to her tackle. She's running into trouble now. Looks like she might have overcarried the ball, and it's become a feature of the game in the last 10 minutes. A lot of players getting done for steps and but just probably carrying the ball into contact.
Carrying it into contact, but again, Anthony, the quality defending is really good on both sides.
Abby O'Connor there pushing the back, shouts from the crowd here on the left, recycles the ball out to Alma Morris. Alma Morris gets the ball on her right foot. She'll look inside. She gives a great ball in over the top. Well read there by Hanan Free again, sitting back in the ball. Colin Morris style for Castletown, comes out with that ball. She must be watching the seniors. Hanan Free, there's a big tackle gone in there from Orla Keogh. And one thing Orla Keogh is well able to do is put in tackles as well. Out to Rosie McGuckin, herself and Orla Keogh are having a great battle. No foul there. Play away, says James Manali. Now comes Megan Cullen driving through. Twin sister of a goalkeeper, Darren Cullen. Plays a ball inside to Denise Byrne, and another silly ball in there when Denise was being tackled. And Donna Byrne is after coming out with the last 2 balls, and this Castletown is suiting Castletown. This ball into Ciara Tompkins. She's after coming out with every second ball that's gone in there. Catherine Kelly, I presume maybe sisters, and advantage there to Castletown again. We have 30 minutes exactly gone on the clock, and from a Castletown point of view, it is they're 5 points to 2 up. Scores are at a premium, and they'll be happy to get to half time with any sort of lead.
100%, and what they're doing really well is, because Laura Stafford has dropped back into the pocket, it's allowed Hannah Free to play as that spare player in behind their full back line, and she's cleaning up in there and making it very difficult cutting out any long ball that's coming in from Ballyduff here.
Castletown look to be on the ascendancy again. Castletown can't get the ball up past halfway the last 5 minutes. Tenacious defending all the way from Ballyduff here. Tackle hard there by Alma Morris. Probably a throw ball there by Priya. She's probably going over the line, and for all Ballyduff here's possession now, they'd want to be registering scores on the board. This time the ball is with Shauna Nolan, centre back. Gives it into Alma. Alma's been very busy the last few minutes. Plays the ball back into Shauna. Shauna plays the ball to Ciara Robin. Ciara Robin inside to her sister or cousin Lauren Robin. Lauren Robin back out, recycles the ball on the left foot. That looks like a sweet strike, but unfortunately the breeze again playing havoc, and I see Milo Robin over on the sideline for Ballyduff Tira, and Milo and Miles and Sinead, and they're scratching the head because that's probably the 7th wide for Ballyduff Tira at this stage.
Yeah, no, it is, Anthony, and as in again, it looked like it just drifted off at the last, like stepped into a really good piece of play, but again, it's just that finish. Oh, and a free inside.
Free inside. I'm not sure if the rule is the same as the men's game. I thought she had to be 13 metres from the ball. Yeah, she was, but I think he gave a free for the ball being inside the D. Yeah, she was outside the 21, but maybe James got confused with the men's game. You have to be outside the D, but anyway, play goes on. Number 12 this time, it's a free in this time for. And again, whether it was a mistake, Lizzie, from the referee, we'll have to clarify that. But the men's game, you're not allowed kick the ball inside the D. In the ladies' game, you just have to be 13 metres away from the ball, and the ball must travel outside the 21. So I think maybe that was a mistake, but the referee is going to lead to a Ballyduff Tira score.
Yeah, I think you're right, Anthony, and as in a good finish from Bernie Breen from there. So a little bit of luck on Ballyduff Tira's side there.
32 minutes and 20 seconds. So I'm sure Castletown won't be happy with that, and maybe they'll get the word across to James, but we'll all keep going. 5 points to 3, 32.5 minutes on the clock. Great kick out this time again from Castletown, finding Priya Daly O'Toole. gives a good ball over the top. But how hard are Castledown have to work to get this ball out of defence, because Ballard of Tira are all over him in the last 10 minutes, putting pressure on, but they work it really well through the hands. And the joy for Castledown is if they can get the ball through that press, there's loads of space in behind. Well tackled again, Miriam Fitzpatrick, and it's an advantage here again. And now Castledown have a chance, and Barney Breen sitting back in the pocket using her experience. Castledown leaving the ball across to Priya back to Laura Stafford. Castledown happy to hold on to possession. Their manager and coach James Flood shouting at him, that looks like a definite free inside. Mirren will have a player advantage. There's no advantage comes for that. Well, there was, but in fairness to the referee, didn't know she was going to drop the ball. 5 seconds were up, and Castledown will probably do well to kick this ball dead, go for the score, and get into this break leading. We've 33.5 minutes gone on the clock, and the referee looks to be telling Laura Stafford maybe this could be the last play of the game. So shot here for Laura Stafford. 5 points to 3. 33 minutes and 40 seconds gone on the clock. This is well within Laura Stafford's range. A little bit of a breeze behind her, so not as easy as kick as it might look. Off the instep, she just guides it up. Doesn't look like it has the range this time, and the referee blows up for half time. But Lizzie, I suppose from a Castledown point of view, they'll be disappointed with that last free, but Ballard of Tira have stepped up the tackling stake in the last 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, as in it's a cracking game, Anthony, you know, and in fairness to both sides, as in they're finding it very difficult, I think that the tactical setup is playing a big part in this game. So with Laura Stafford dropping back, it's allowing, as we mentioned earlier, Hannah Free to sit back, but you have Bernie Breen sitting in the pocket for Ballard of Tira as well. It'll be interesting to see if that continues. Obviously with Ballard of Tira kind of, I suppose, behind at this stage, at some point you wonder, will we see that little push up, because at the minute Hannah Free is dealing with everything in the Castledown defence. Yeah,
two teams really well tactically set up, I suppose, you know, and I suppose a focus on solidity more than anything else at the moment.
Solidity indeed. I suppose, look at, as you mentioned, really well, really good from both sides, and I think both tactically and then skill wise, as in, and I know obviously I'm always harping on about the defensive side of it, but it's been excellent from both sides. You know, there's been a number of blocks, bodies behind the ball. We talk about players over carrying, but to me that's from the tenacity of the defending that's taken place. You know, as in Castletown are just been that bit more clinical. They've just been that bit more clinical for this half, and Ballard of Tira will be disappointed 7 or 8 wide. So it'll be interesting to see if the wind will have the opposite effect when obviously Castletown are shooting into the opposite side, you know. But really good game, and as in really looking forward to the second half kicking off.
So we'll take a short break here. 5 points to 3 to Castledown, all to play for in the second half, and we'll be back with you shortly for the second half. As I said, today's game brought in association with Pacquiao Septic Tank Treatments, Brooks Super Value, River Chapel and Ballycanoe, and the Golden Anchor Castledown. And today's final and championships are sponsored by Stafford's Bakery, Gorey, County Wexford. Okay, back to you shortly. Welcome back, folks. We have two teams, umpires getting set back in place. We've 2 umpires in the D. It'll be a while before that gets back in, Lizzie, by the looks of it. 5 points to 3 for Castledown. Nicely poised game. The pattern of the game was Castledown moved into a lead early doors, and Ballard of Tira came back at him hard in the last 10 minutes. Ball is in now for second half. Throw up one this time by Ballard of Tira. Ballard of Tira playing into a slight breeze now in the second half. Ball is spilled there. Priya Delia too gets her hand down across, but no foul there. Well won again there by Aoife Codd. Ballard of Tira coming all out guns. Arla Keogh, danger woman on the ball, staying at wide, coming inside, gives a great ball across to Sean and all. Chance here, well read again by Hanan Frey. Drives out with that ball, gives a good ball across to Sarah Whelan. Again, the tackling from Ballard of Tira forwards has been excellent. Well worked this time by Castledown. Out to Rosie McGuckin. Rosie McGuckin gets it across to Sarah Whelan. Sarah Whelan looks up Miriam Fitzpatrick gets her head up. Been probably the wrong player to go into, and runs into Bernie Breen. Bernie Breen well tackled there. Gives it back to Mirren. Bernie will throw the tackles in, and there's a foul probably there from Abby O'Connor. Referee looked like he had put his hand up for advantage, but he changed his mind then. Good turnover again by Bellfield here, but Lizzie, if you look that time, Castletown had 3-on-3 inside and probably need to move the ball in quicker into that inside forward line because that's their danger area.
Yeah, there's a huge amount of space in there. It looks like now Bellfield here have started to push up a little bit just with that issue in the first half. But if that ball goes in, danger players inside.
Ball turned over there by Susan Boyle, put over the line there. Lauren Robin. Laura Stafford will do what she done in the first half. She'll jog across to get on this ball. She's calling, looking for. We have a substitution on the Castletown team. Number 22, Alex Young, is in replace there. We didn't see who she came in for. In for Denise Byrne, I think, number 17. Yeah, so Alex Young is in to replace number 17, Denise Byrne. Ball here now with Bellfield here, a left foot ball across, great crossfield ball here across to Catherine Kelly. Catherine Kelly steps inside, gives it across there. Bellfield here with a chance of a point and a skews outside the right foot. A foot race here between Hanan Free and Orla Keoghan. Hanan, just her strength probably there. She's going to be talked to, and yeah, just I thought Lizzie just probably strength one out there. Really, it wasn't a dirty tackle, and you know the referee's going to have a word here to Hanan.
Yeah, I think maybe a free in, Anthony, but I wouldn't have thought any more than that now, to be honest. It's interesting enough. Bellfield here have started to push on. Bernie Breen isn't sitting as deep. She's joining the attack that little bit quicker than what she had been. So it'll be interesting to see the effect that can have for Bellfield.
Hanan looks like she could be getting a sin bin. He's looking at the watch, and Hanan Free. This is going to be a big moment in the game because Hanan was mopping up ball and he's given her a yellow card, and Hanan doesn't realise it's a sin bin. Hanan doesn't realise it's a sin bin. And the referee he gave her a yellow, but again he's reffing. He hasn't sent her to the line. Oh, she's gone behind the goal there now. Umpire has put her behind the goal. So after 3 minutes, Hanan Free has been sin binned, and that's going to have a huge impact in this game. So how will Castletown react? But ball outside here to Shauna Nolan, gives it across there. A lot of bodies there in defence for Castletown. Ball out to Ciara Robin, and that's Ciara Robin with the right foot this time, and you can see the impact straight away. Missing Hanan Free, and that's a positive point and a positive start second half for Bellfield Tira.
Yeah, a really good start. Harsh decision, Anthony, I felt, as in looked like a 50-50, definitely a free, but as in it'll be interesting now how Bellfield Tira react to this, and I suppose in turn how Castletown respond.
Again, Aoife Codd under this ball, she'll outplay it away from underground. Ball inside Lauren Byrne, but looks inside, it goes to Orla Keoghan, danger room, and that looks to be free in there for Orla Keoghan. And Lizzie, if Orla Keoghan keeps running at you, it's very, very hard to stop her every time.
She's been excellent, and as in she normally draws 2 or 3 players, and on top of that, Anthony, as in if she's not fouled, she usually is making the right decision to pop it to the player in a better position.
This time Ciara Robin will go to her left foot, and she kicks that one to the left and wide, and she's not happy, and I think her daddy is giving her words of encouragement there, and the arms go out to say, I didn't mean to do it, but it's 5 points to 4. Bellfield Tira, regardless of that wide, will be happy enough with their second half start. Kick-outs are going to be so important in this second half. Darren Cullen, Bellfield Tira after winning the last 2 kick-outs. Orla Keoghan, long ball inside there too. Ciara Robin in battling there with Ciara Tompkins. She needs to get back up, and Laura Robin, she looks inside, she's got Catherine Kelly, well tackled there by Megan Cullen. Brilliant tackle there by Megan Cullen. And a little bit of relief here for Castletown, and Castletown need to get this ball up the field, and I can see Amy Wilson has come out to the middle of the field in search for the ball, but she's jogging back up. She hasn't been on enough ball for Castletown's point of view, but that's because of Bellfield Tira's excellent tackling. There's a pull of the jersey on the far side, but any good defender does do it and get away with it, and Donna Byrne does that, but well tackled there by Alex Young. Tackling has been the feature of this game so far. Into Martha Byrne. Martha Byrne leaves the ball behind her. Turned over again by Bellfield Tira. Hand goes up for advantage by referee James Mullally. And here comes Alma Morris raiding down the left wing. Gives the cross. Bellfield Tira probably suiting them better playing against the breeze because they're not letting long ball in. And if they look inside, they've got a dangerous player inside. Sold it across to Catherine Kelly, and Catherine Kelly with another wide. And it's probably Catherine's third or fourth wide of the half. And a lot of chances going astray at the moment here, Lizzie, for Bellfield Tira.
Yeah, they'll really want to start capitalising on that when Castellan are down to 14, you know, as I think that's their 10th wide of the day, Anthony, so they will rue those missed opportunities. Important for Castletown now maybe to slow down, take the sting out of the game, just to try and keep possession and build a play, just to give themselves a little bit of a breather.
Kick out this time will go over the end line or over the sideline, and again Castletown, just like we seen in the first game, Castletown struggling, and ironically Castletown were doing better in the first half against the breeze. Bernie Breen with a long, high, dangerous ball inside, tackled there by Lauren Byrne, breaking ball picked up well by, and just a tug of the arm, stopping her hand passing the ball to Laura Stafford. Castletown looked like can they move it quick now when the space is there. Ball in there, a high ball there into Priya O'Toole. Priya will do well to win this under Sean and Olin. Rosie McCuggin gets a hand across the ball. She's fixing her gum shield. She's better off leaving in her mouth. Giving across to Priya O'Toole. High ball across, tackle high there by Bernie. Referee plays advantage to Mirren. Castletown need to move this ball quick inside. Advantage over, says the referee. Recycle well to Priya O'Toole. Tackling is really, really ferocious by Boydov Tira. Castletown need to play this ball wide. They're stepping inside. Ball in over the top here. Mirren Fitzpatrick is through. Saoirse Conjun, will the breeze just take it away? And we've seen in the first half, Lizzie, that's what we've seen in the first half of Boydov Tira. If the ball is not perfect, the breeze is going to take it away. It has to go with the hand.
To go to hand, but Castletown will be happy with that little bit of a reprieve. You know, they've just been under the cosh for the last few minutes, particularly after the sin bin, so they'll be happy to get the ball and start playing a little bit of football in the Boydov Tira half.
Substitution for Boydov Tira. Number 15, Catherine Kelly, has been replaced by, have a look at her number here, it's Katie Breen Sherlock, who was due to start the game. Kick out this time for Aoife Dunn, and she finds the touchline as well, like Darren did just moments before. So Katie Breen Sherlock into the game in place of Catherine Kelly. So ball with Laura Stafford. A little bit of possession this time for Castletown after being under the cosh for the last 10 or 15 minutes. She's looking for movement. There's no movement inside. She gives a long ball inside there to Niamh Taylor Hughes. Niamh Taylor does really well to win that ball. A free again for Castletown. Players have advantage, probably should have a shot well under advantage, and again the feature of the first half is those frees, and maybe it's something that Castletown look like they're going to rely on, because Boydov Tira getting a lot of bodies back there and they're not really giving them many opportunities to shoot.
No, but I think Castletown will be happy enough with that, you know, between Laura Stafford and Amy Wilson. I know Laura's had a couple of wides, but pretty consistent on the free, so I think they'll be happy enough, and I think again they'll be happy just to take the sting out of things and just slow the game down a small bit now when they're down to 14.
Laura Stafford, about 25-30 yards out, goes with the inside of the right boot, takes the win now of the game, and that's a nice solid free from Laura Stafford. And Castletown move into 2 points lead again, and they've sucked up all that pressure from Boydov Tira in the first 9 minutes of this second half, Liz, and they'll be happy enough to be 2 points up at this stage.
No, 100%, and you know it's a point apiece now when they've been down to 14, so if they can keep that consistent, they'll be delighted.
Niamh Taylor Hughes again shows her speed, and that's why Niamh Taylor was on America on a soccer scholarship. You can see the speed that she has, and she's done really well to get a handle on that ball. And we keep saying it, Liz, and the feature is the kickouts are so important in ladies football, are so important in every game, but I suppose with the distance the girls probably can't get like they can in the men's game. The pressure, you need to try to relieve pressure out of your 45 area, and Castletown are pushing up on the kick out and have to win the last two, and they've won 2 frees from it.
Yeah, and it gives a team great impetus as well when you win and you turn over a ball that area of the field, you know. It really puts them on the back foot. That high press really gives you just, I suppose, the platform just to go forward. So Castletown will be delighted with the last few minutes, to be honest with you, Anthony. Free
for Amy Wilson, and we've seen these distance of frees from Amy, and if they drop short sometimes they can end in the back of net because the power's there. That is a dangerous ball. Well caught by Bernie Breen on the edge of the square. Super hands there, high field on the edge of the square. Bernie spills the ball there across, but she picks up her own mistake and she moves it out. Brilliant skill levels. Great strike from Amy, but brilliant skill again from Bernie Breen. Steps inside, little tug of the arm there on Jerry Rose. Good tackle that time by Amy Wilson. Back out to Niamh Taylor Hughes. Niamh Taylor Hughes back out to Priya O'Toole. She looks up, she sees Mirren Fitzpatrick, steps inside. She gets a bit of space. She looks like well tackled there by Bernie Breen and Leah Fitzhenry. Shepherd and Castletown back out. Good ball across the field from Laura Stafford out to Alex Alex Young. Alex Young using her body well to shepherd that ball. So who's going to come out with this ball? It's a Boydov Tira player comes out with the ball, and they're any ball that goes to ground in there, Liz, and it's usually a bodied up here player that comes out with it. You know, their defence is really keeping them in this game.
No, completely, and they're getting bodies behind the ball so quickly. You know, they're making it really, really difficult. They're closing those gaps in front of the D. You know, as in, but at the same time, Anthony, they have the extra player at the minute, and the game is being played in their half, so they won't be happy about that.
And if Castletown point of view, you're happy to see Bernie Breen playing inside their own 14. A long, high searching ball down through the middle. It's a 50-50 ball. Miriam Fitzpatrick gets her body over the break, and she's showing her importance to Castletown today, coming back from injury. Gets the ball to Nevie Taylor Hughes, has been super. Puts the ball down the wing on her right foot, over the head of Marta Cavan into the space. Will the Breeze take it? No, Marta beats it this time. It's a long way to the goal from there. She's shepherding back out to Miriam Fitzpatrick. Miriam Fitzpatrick has been everywhere in this game. Turns the ball back outside to Priya. Priya back outside to Amy Wilson. Amy Wilson trying to get that ball onto her left foot. She's been shepherded well. Takes one solo. Doesn't see a gap. Passes the ball to Rosa McQueen. On the loop from Amy Wilson. This will be some score from Castletown, but Amy has the distance. What a score from... They're celebrating, but the referee puts it wide. Apologies. I thought the way the girls were hugging there, they were celebrating, but again, you can see how dangerous Amy is from distance.
Absolutely, Anthony. I thought we were beside Liam Spratt there for a minute.
Ball again with Castletown. The temperature has just risen in this game. Saoirse Condren recycles the ball to Rosie McGuckie, and again, referee has deemed the Bodied of Tira players to have fouled, and you know that's a lot of frees for Castletown in around the edge of that D.
Yeah, and they'll be delighted with that. See Laura Stafford stepping up again within her range, you know, as in Castletown will just be delighted that the game that the 10 minutes from the sin bin, the majority of it has been played in the Bodied of Tira half.
30 seconds left. Laura Stafford just caresses this ball in off the post. You can see that she wants to take the breeze out of it, and she got lucky, a little bit lucky that time, but she didn't put it up in the air for the breeze to take it. She just crested over. Hanan Free is back in the game, and as you said, Lizzie, Castletown have actually outscored Bodied of Tira with the player down, and that's a huge boost.
Oh, it's a huge boost, Anthony, and you know the lift that they'll get with Hanan coming back on, you know, so Bodied of Tira just need to change things up a little bit.
This time the kick out again. You can see just playing havoc, the breeze, bringing the ball over the sideline here from Aoife Dunn. A big press on the kick out from Castletown, and again, Castletown nice and composed from Laura Stafford. Tells Saoirse Condren to slow it down. She'll take it, leave the ball to me, she says. Ball into Priya O'Toole. Priya O'Toole wins it first time, shows great hands, turns inside. Great run off the shoulder by Rosie McGuckie. Looks across, gives it to Amy Wilson. Amy Wilson drives through the tackle. Oh, that's a high tackle from Amy Wilson from Abby O'Connor. One has to wonder when all these fouls are going to pay, are going to, because James Mullally hasn't been taking them at the moment, Lizzie, and there's a lot of frees being given away from a Bodied of Tira point of view in around the edge of that D. Yeah,
and there's an element of persistent foul in there, but I think, Anthony, what's happening is it's different players at different times, you know, quite tactical in a sense, you know.
Laura, first mistake, but it actually finds his way through to Mirren. She probably tackled there by Abby O'Connor this time, drives out, atones for a free that time. Well marshalled there by Miriam Fitzpatrick, and just shows a little bit of strength there. Probably a little bit of a push, a clever little push on the hips there from Mirren. Ball into Laura Stafford. Laura Stafford there into Saoirse Condren. Saoirse Condren there being really well marshalled today by Jerry Roseganner. Cuts inside along the end line, gives the ball back inside, but well tackled there. Ball to Alex Young, and Alex Young drives the ball and puts it to the left and wide. And Lizzie, that's a poor miss from Castletown. 6 or 7 yards out, and Breeze behind you. She probably just snatched it.
Yeah, Saoirse Condren had done really, really well on the touchline and pulled it across, but I think, yeah, just snatched at it, you know, and she'll be disappointed with the finish.
Ball across this time to Sarah, between Sarah Whelan and Ciara Robin. Sarah Whelan out in front of that, but Ciara Robin and the two girls are having a great battle there today. Advantage goes up from the referee. Quick ball down the line, and this is where Bodied of Tira can be dangerous, but again, Bodied of Tira just kicked the ball over the sideline. Tom Dunn is scratching the beard here beside me. He looks very nervous. 15 minutes gone. Castletown leading 7 points to 4. There'll be very, very little in this game at the end, I feel. Laura Stafford controlling this game again. Great ball inside. Alex Young just fumbles at that time, but she battles really well there with Rachel Casey. Surely a relation to the great John Casey, the captain of the 7-0 team from Duffy Rovers. Ball inside, well read there by Priya O'Toole. Nevie Taylor Hughes cuts through. She's got players on her right hand side. If Amy Wilson gets her head up, she's tackled high by Bernie Breen, and that's a cynical, and the referee had advantage, but he doesn't play advantage, and one thing he'd been very good at, and that was a cynical foul there. Blizzy and Bernie showed her experience, but The referee seem to be not taking that one again either.
Yeah, high tackle, Anthony, and I'd say Bernie's lucky to get away with that one.
Probably Amy stepped inside her as well, but there was 2 players free on the right hand side. But if they get a point out of it, they'll be happy enough. And that's another super score by Laura Stafford. And again, frees are the tail of this game when we go to the water break. Ellen Kelly has been introduced, the experienced Ellen Kelly, who played a junior B match last night and kicked 4 points, Liz, you said. So she's been a huge. If they can get ball into her, she'll be dangerous.
Yeah, I think that'll be the key. They need Ballydove here need to shift the momentum for the final 15. It's been all Castletown for the third quarter. So there is very little between. But what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scored frees from Castletown. You know, it's making all the difference at the minute, Anthony.
So Castletown happy with their lot in the first 45 minutes of this game. From a Ballydove point of view, Bernie's having to sit very, very deep. Castletown would be happy from that point of view having Bernie there, but obviously she needs to mind the house. But there's probably going to be a stage where Ballydove are going to have to push out the field, Lizzie, and push on and try and take this game.
Yeah, it's a 4-point game, Anthony. So I think maybe we'll see that come the final quarter here now. Laura Stafford is controlling the game, type of Perlo-esque even, as in getting on the ball, sitting in the pocket, getting on any of the free plays and retaining possession. She's been really instrumental in the Castletown in the Castletown drive at the minute.
So we've seen how influential these water breaks can be, and I suppose it's probably more important for Ballydove Tara at the moment, this water break, Lizzie.
Yeah, they'll be looking to, I would imagine, come out, maybe just change things up slightly, just see can they get. They started the third quarter really, really, really well, but they'll need something a little bit extra. Castletown coming out now, really riled up, ready to go, really happy with the performance so far. Be interested to see what Ballydove Tara do now, just to get themselves back in the game, get a footing in the game again.
So I think it's a kiss out. No, it's a kick out for Ballydove Tara. We'll restart with Ballydove Tara kick out. Emer O'Hagan has been introduced for Castletown into the corner here for Saoirse Condren, I think, is it? Yeah. So Saoirse Condren has been replaced by Emer O'Hagan, and the one thing Emer O'Hagan has, Lizzie, is plenty of pace. So if you're after playing 45 minutes, there's one person probably you don't want to see coming onto you is Emer O'Hagan. So again, the platform for Castletown in this second half has been pressing up on the Ballydove Tara kick out and turning it over and obviously winning frees from there.
Yeah, no, completely, and they've really read it. They're really anticipating where the ball is going, and you know, they're winning the 50-50s at the minute, Anthony, and then in turn they're going at the Ballydove Tara defence, and you know, the free count is clocking up for them, but they're putting their scores on the board from it.
So Abby O'Connor has been replaced there by number 19, Niamh McHugh. Niamh McHugh is in place of Abby O'Connor. Abby's sister Jerry Rose gets the ball this time. Laura Stafford intercepts the ball as well, needs to hold on to it there. Well won back by Abby, or Jerry Rose O'Connor. Gives the ball outside. Miriam Fitzpatrick tackled hard by Bernie Breen. Priya picks it up at the second time. Niamh Taylor Hughes well tackled there by Donna Byrne. Ferocious tackling by the ball of it. Niamh Taylor Hughes sees a gap through the middle, spots it, goes on the left, great ball across to Amy Wilson. Bernie Breen gets a great, there's a goal for Castletown. What a goal for Castletown. And again, ball intercepted by Laura Stafford. Niamh Taylor Hughes, who's been a shining light of this Castletown team, Lizzie, gives the ball to the danger woman, and Amy Wilson does what she does best and finds the bottom corner for Castletown, and Castletown into a 1-8 to 4 point lead.
Yeah, Laura Stafford again instrumental in the build up to that again. She's been fantastic for Castletown out there, and when Amy Wilson gets into that area, as in you just couldn't bet against her. What a score.
Now will that wake up Ballydove Tara? Sarah Whelan tackling Ciara Robin. Ciara Robin taking this game to the opposite. Good tackling there by Sarah Whelan, but there's advantage has been played. Sometimes that can spark life into a game, and Castletown need to settle back into this game, and Ballydove Tara need to look to get the scores on the board. Ball across now. Good ball across to Alma Morrison. She needs to lead by example for her team. Good tackle that time by Castletown. And there's Niamh Taylor Hughes again coming out with the ball. She plays it, but what I like about it is she doesn't stop. She keeps on coming, looking for return. Priya Daly O'Toole, 16 years of age, takes one bounce, take two. A solo, gets a space, gives a great ball back to Niamh Taylor. Niamh Taylor spots a gap, she drives through it. Gets it lovely, very comfortable on the ball, very good in possession, not in a hurry to go anywhere. Gives the ball to Amy Wilson. Amy steps inside, draws a free. She cuts through the middle, advantage here for Amy. Good tackle that time. Advantage is over, and a brilliant near hand tackle by Leah Fitzhenry. Back on the left foot for Amy, and a disappointing shot from her step. Drops into Aoife Dunn, that super little goalkeeper from Ballyoutira. Ball out here to Marta Kavanagh, who was instrumental in the first half. She drives through 2 players. She looks to recycle the ball to Priya. Priya gets on this ball here. Castle looking to recycle the ball, but tackled well by Orla Keogh, and Orla Keogh drops back in to try to lead this team. Castle need to get back in numbers. Good from well played there from Lauren Robin. Picks up the ball a second advantage there from referee. Lauren Robin with the free for Castdown, or free for Ballydove Tira.
I just think Anthony Ballydove Tira are going to have to start pushing bodies forward. You know, they're still sitting back, and there's again free, like Hannah Free is sitting at the edge of the square ready just to mop up everything, so they're going to have to push bodies forward if they want to get them
great
back.
long ball. Priya needs to win it on the bounce. That's it. Well gathered, touch inside, could end up being dangerous. Amy Wilson takes on Leah Fitzhenry. She's got space, she's got jars in front of her. She steps back in, she has advantage. She's tackled hard by Donna Byrne. Donna Byrne's been super, and as this advantage is over, and in fairness to James Mullally again, he gave the advantage. Let Amy play away, but by God, Lizzie, Ballydove Tira are throwing everything tackling wise. Donna Byrne hasn't given up on any ball that's gone in there beside her, but Castdown are relentless now in the last few minutes.
Yeah, they just have the bit between their teeth now, and as in it's a 7-point game now, Anthony. It's hard to see how Ballydove Tira are going to get themselves back into it, and Laura Stafford steps up again.
Probably have to score a few goals, is he?
I'd say you might be right, Anthony.
Laura Stafford in the middle of the D. This time she uses the breeze, and I just love the way she crosses that ball over the bar, you know, straight over the black spot, and she's been instrumental in this game. A huge cog in the Castdown wheel. Castdown, Grace Ivanov's coming in this time for Marta Kavanagh, and Marta Kavanagh must be wore out because she has had some game for Castdown, you know. She's been put into the middle of the field from the start. Grace Ivanov, plenty of youth, plenty of experience. This time the kick out from Aoife Dunn. The breeze takes and goes over the line, and in fairness to the Ballydove Tira, 23 minutes gone on the clock. Poor ball inside that from Grace. She just has to get her bearings. Goes over the hands of Emer O'Hagan. Emer O'Hagan tackling Jerry Rose O'Connor. Jerry Rose uses her strength and her power. Good tackling that time by Emer O'Hagan. No foul, says the referee. Jerry Rose backing in, under pressure in the corner. Miriam Fitzpatrick probably will come out of this like she has with most of the battles. And Lizzie, Miriam Fitzpatrick has been given the enviable task of marking Bernie Breen. We all spoke about who was going to mark Bernie Breen, but Miriam Fitzpatrick has had some games so far.
She's been excellent, Anthony. From the first minute, she just has not stopped. And as you mentioned, it is an unenviable task, but she's been up to the task, and she's still going.
This will all suit Castdown down in the left-hand corner. 23.5 minutes gone on the clock. James Malley pops the ball. Bernie Breen does excellent. Comes out with the ball like she always does. High tackle that time from Priya Deli too. She gives advantage. And Bernie can't complain. I suppose she gave one of them herself a few minutes ago. And this time the referee is going to tick number 9. I know I might be coming across a little bit biased here, but Bernie done the same a minute ago, and I'd be very disappointed if this was a yellow card.
Yeah, again, yeah, absolutely a free, you know, but it looks like he is. It looks like it's a yellow card, Anthony.
I just really can't understand. That's very frustrating for him. Look, that's another sin bin for Castdown, and there's been a relentless freeze from Ballydove, but we'll have to get on with the game. Ball is outside. Can that lift? Castdown are down to 14 men for the last 6 minutes. Castdown women are down to 14 women in this game. Ball inside. This is why I have Lizzie beside me keeping her toes. Ball Warwick Hill. Ball inside. There's the dangerous. Can this be a big siege? And this time she takes her point. A point this time for Ballydove Tira, and that is Jerry Rose O'Connor, I think, got forward, and it's 1-9 to 5 points. And it really pains to see how that could have been a sin bin to Castdown. I think the rule is for a high tackle it is a yellow card, but there was, Bernie obviously giving away a high tackle just before that. But Ballydove Tira not happy, looking to make a substitution. Could be they're not happy. Melo and Miles doing a lot of underage work there. I suppose to the lineswoman's credit, they're not kitted out with the buzzers and the microphones like we would have at the top level, is it?
Yes, Anthony. I suppose, it's been what's a little bit frustrating maybe particularly for Castletown, is just a little bit, maybe might feel a little bit of inconsistency on it. But look, as in the last time that they went down, They went down to 14. It was very much where Castletown controlled the game, and as in, I suppose, similar to the men, Castletown are good at closing out games and keeping possession, frustrating the opposition. You'd be well accustomed to it yourself, Anthony.
Well, look at this. This game is far from over now, because Bellfield have got a new lease of life with that sin bin. They are scores 1-9 to 5 points. We've got 26 minutes gone on the clock, but there's far more than 4 minutes left because of the water break. A lot of space in the Castletown forwards. Castletown drop back looking to see out the game. Referee puts the hand. No, he doesn't tackle that time. Orla Keogh taking this game. Great tackle that point. Ball across here to the Alvin Morris. Goes for goal, and it scrapes over the crossbar. And Bellfield with their second point in a minute. 1-9 to 6 points. And Amy Wilson asked the referee how much time is left, and she won't be happy to hear that there's 4 minutes plus injury time left. Lizzie, I feel that this game is far from over.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a really interesting last 6 or 7 minutes, Anthony. I don't know how I'm going to cope with you here beside me as you're guzzling on the water there.
Just getting hydration for the match tomorrow. Darren Cullen in the goal. These kickouts could be so important in the next few minutes. Well won there by hand up there. Bernie gets the height, but she gets on with the game. Stalwart as she is. Referee had the hand up for advantage. Good tackle there by Niamh Taylor Hughes. Donna Byrne has soldiered really well for this team. Ball in over the top. Ciara Tompkins finds Ellen Kelly. Ellen Kelly's a danger woman for Bellfield. Takes a solo, takes 2 solos, looks to take on her player, gives a great ball inside there to Katie Breen Sherlock. Great score from Bellfield. It's dropping it on top of the net. I thought that's dropping in over the keeper's hands, and with a score like that, Katie Breen, you'd wonder why she didn't start. But again, a turnover up to the middle of the field. Bernie looked like she got a thud in the nose, but she soldiered on and made sure she helped our team. But Donna Byrne, especially in the second half, Lizzie hasn't given up the fight for Bellfield.
No, she's been excellent, and it's all Bellfield now, Anthony. It's all Bellfield.
Again, Castletown looking to win this kick out wide, and they need to relieve the pressure. Hanan kicks the ball straight down the middle and kicks it to Bernie Breen, and that's not a good thing to do. Bernie taking the fight to this Castletown team. Looks inside, she's got space. She's looking for runs inside. She steps back inside. She's tackled by Amy Wilson. She'll be a free inside. Referee is telling her to come back 5 or 6 yards. 28 minutes gone, 5-point game. Bernie Breen laying siege. Bellfield, apologies, with Bernie Breen on the ball, laying siege. She's got Donna Byrne on the far side unmarked. She's probably going to drop this ball in there in the square. Dangerous ball into the square. Ellen Kelly, the dangerous woman, gets this ball. Great block down by Niamh Taylor Hughes. Niamh Taylor comes out with that ball. What a game she's had in attack and defence. Ciara Tompkins is tackled around the shoulder there from Niamh McHugh, and Castletown will just look again with Laura Stafford to release the pressure, Liz.
Yeah, no, as in Laura stepped in, just trying to slow down the play. Castletown looked just to try and retain possession and build the play.
Long ball over the top here to the substitute Alex Young and Niamh Taylor Hughes. Niamh Taylor gets an important hand on it. Definitely looked like she was fouled, but referee allows the game to play on. In fairness, these 2 cornerbacks have been tigerish for Bellfield. Out to come with the ball. Greystoff and Ivanov tackles. Hand pass across there to Alma Morris. Alma Morris, it's all Bellfield here in the last few minutes. We've got 29 minutes gone on the clock. Castletown need to keep out these goals. Katie Breen steps inside. She kicked a great score the last time with a right boot, and this time she just pulls it to the left and wide. And again, Castletown will look to slow it down, but if Bellfield are going to get back in this game, Lizzie, they probably need to take all these chances.
Yeah, no, they do, and Castletown are doing really, really well, getting back in behind the play, slowing it down, making it difficult. But as you said, it's been all Bellfield here for the last few minutes. It's just whether they'll have enough time or whether they'll run out of time.
Good stuff there in Cullen again. Kickouts have been huge for Castletown. These last 2 kickouts, 1 out wide. Good lot of work on them. Ball down through the middle to Rosie McCuckin. She spills it, but she gets back in second half. Sarah Whelan comes through the tackle. She needs to play the ball. She's going to be done for steps. Yes, she's done for steps. Castletown have that cover inside. Ball inside there to Ellen Kelly. Ellen will look to step inside. Taken out of it there by Hanan. That's a great score by Ellen Kelly. One referee says wide. One referee says a point. There's a confusion there. One umpire says wide. He's given a free in. Just a confusion there. The near umpire said wide, and the far umpire, it's a point. It definitely looked like a point from our viewpoint. Again, 30 minutes and 30 seconds gone on the clock. We have probably another minute and a half of a war break to play. It's a 4-point game. This is all Castdown, all Ballydove Tira in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Castdown down to 14 women for the last 4 or 5 minutes. They'll see out this game of 14 women. Darren Cullen needs to find a Castdown player from a Ballylove period. They want to turn over this kick out, and it looks like they might because the ball has gone in. There's a spare player there. It's got back inside, and there's a long high ball, searching ball inside. Dropped under there, well gathered there by Megan Cullen. She drives out a tackle. She takes one solo. She needs to let the ball off because she's been tackled. She needs the player over here being marked. It's all by Orla Keogh's unmarked over here. Long high ball across to Ellen Kelly. Ellen Kelly, the danger woman. Orla Keogh's well done there by Ciara Tompkins. Ciara Tompkins comes out with a vital ball. She needs to get the ball and give it into Amy Wilson. Amy Wilson takes the ball the whole way. Amy Wilson needs to keep going with the ball to draw the player. She's well tackled there by the number 13. Amy's looking to hold on to the ball, take the sting out of the play. She drives through one tackle. She's been well tackled there by the fresher, Katie Breen. Amy's holding on to the ball. She steps inside. She looks very tired after doing a huge amount of work in this game. She's onto her left foot. She's been tackled. And Amy Wilson picked that ball up on her 45, but it came all the way from Ciara Tompkins with a super interception. But by God, did Amy Wilson work hard to win that free.
Yeah, Ciara Tompkins did fantastic to win that ball in there, but Amy Wilson really showed a youthful but huge amount of experience, and as in really drew that free, as in took on 1, 2, 3 Ballydove Tira players and has really taken the sting out of it for Castletown now. And Laura Stafford obviously in no rush to take this free.
Laura will take her time. The referee is bringing her back out. 32 and a half minutes gone on the clock. Water break. Time is up now. It's into the referee's hands. A vital kick here for Castleton. Laura Stafford. This time she doesn't use the post. That could be a vital score in the next few minutes. Will it? Hayley Murphy gathers up after coming on a sub just back from injury. Great near hand tackle. That should be a 45. 45. A great tackle. The umpire gives a 45. A 45 for Castleton. Referee signal wild, but was Laura Stafford looked to take the sting, but Lizzie, a 21 yard free, you're 4 points up, you look to kill the game, and it's a poor miss there by Castletown. But in fairness to Laura, that's her only mistake of the game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It would be hard to be critical of that, and as in Castletown look now to just close out the game, so a little bit of experience, just trying to keep ball, just to try and see that final whistle.
Ball in from Hayley Murphy, ball into Hayley Murphy. Hayley takes on her player. She's goes with the right boot across the goal. Probably would have been better on to hold on to the possession. Going with the right side. 33 minutes and 10 seconds gone on the clock. As I said, Castletown probably will be seeing out the rest of this normal time with it's all up to James Mullally now. There's 4 points in this game. Kick out from Aoife Dunn. Ballydove Tira need to win this play. It's straight down the middle. Well won there by Niamh Taylor Hughes, and she's had a huge impact in this game. A great ball in over the top for Emer Hagan. Emer Hagan takes the play. She looks like she's been tackled. Great block on the line there by Jerry Rose. Barges out the ball after brilliant save by Jerry Rose in the line. Out to Alma Morris. A bit of reprieve for Ballydove Tira. Would Emer Hagan better off of taking her score? Pam passed the ball over the bar. Tackled well by Priya Daly O'Toole. It's a foot race here between Orla Keogh, Ciara Tompkins and Ellen Kelly. She gets a great ball inside to Ellen Kelly. Taken down after the ball. Ballydove Tira go in search of a goal. And Anne Free gets a great hand. Ball inside. Bernie Breen dangerous. She's inside. Ball recycles back out to number 21. Claudia Fitzhenry. Claudia Fitzhenry being well tackled there. Lauren Robin will go for a goal. Castletown looking to do the world's best. It's an advantage there. Should be a free into Ballydove Tira. The big question here now is, Lizzie, now he's going to book another Castletown player. But I think it was just 2 players going for the ball. And 2 players wholeheartedly going for the ball in injury time. It looks like he's going to sim bin Ciara Tompkins now, Liz.
Yeah, as in I missed it as I was following the play, but it didn't look like anything too serious.
Another yellow card, a sim bin for Castletown. So Castletown will see out this game with 13 players. Now, Lizzie, the big question is 35 minutes gone on my watch.
They'll have to go for it, Anthony. They'll have to go for the goal.
Bernie Breen. It all depends on what the referee, I suppose, tells her what's left. Will they have time for 2 scores is the question. They're going to need scores anyway. She's going for goal. What a goal for Bernie Breen! What a goal for Bernie Breen. The big question on the lips here now is, was that the last play of the game? We've 35 minutes gone on the clock. I think James Mullally looks like he's going to blow the whistle for full time. The score 1-9 to Castletown, 1-8 for Ballydove Tira. Ballydove Tira, long ball out. The game is over, and Castletown are the Stafford's Bakery Junior A County champions for 2020. And you have to give credit to Castledown Lizzie, but you also have to give credit to Bellfield Tira. But before we move on, what a goal by Bernie Breen. The whole line packed, and she stuck in the top corner, but just time evaded him at the end.
Oh, it was an absolutely fantastic finish, as in just stuck it. They couldn't even get near it. But to be fair, and as in it's been an absolutely cracking game, Anthony, an absolutely cracking game. Serious skill level on both sides. The amount of defending and the kicking off, the kicking from both sides, the scores that were taken. It's been excellent. Castletown, 3 players sin binned, you know what I mean? So really against the cosh, you know. Bellfield here will be disappointed, and obviously I think if the game had gone on for a couple of more minutes, that I think they would have hoped to get that score. But the fourth quarter was Bellfield Heroes, but the other 3 Castletown have dominated, you know. So and they'll be delighted, and again, as in, will be a great addition to the intermediate championship for next year. I see Larry Hart giving me plenty of guff there on the field now for backing Bellfield here during the week, but as in really quality performance from Castletown. You know, they've got to be delighted with that. Really good.
Like Lizzie, you put into perspective, Castletown lost Darren Kavanagh to an injury, lost Colleen Fitzpatrick to an injury before their quarter final, had 3 players sin binned, but I suppose the win in this game was Laura Stafford controlling the play. A really good tactical move by the Castletown management. Sat her back deep, she got on a lot of ball. Miriam Fitzpatrick was instrumental in the middle of the field. Bernie Breen had a fine game, but Mirren done absolutely really well. And then Amy and Nevie Taylor-Hughes, Amy obviously with the freeze, but Nevie Taylor-Hughes was excellent at winning ball in the full forward line. Yeah,
and when Castletown attacked, they just looked dangerous all the time. You know, they just looked dangerous all the time. I have to throw out as well Hannah Free and Rosie McGuckin in the defence. They were just tremendous, you know, and they got on a huge amount of ball and were the platform there. But for me, Laura Stafford, she just dictated the game from start to finish. Scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 frees, you know. I have 2 Castletown men beside me here now, and they're as in it's hard to stay neutral, Anthony. That's what I'm seeing by the looks of the 2 of you.
No, look at we had a cracking game, and you know we know a lot of people are involved with Bellfield here. They're a proud club. I think we said it during the week. Whoever loses this final, we'll expect to see them in intermediate probably next year or the year after. These were by far the 2 best teams in the junior A grade. Obviously, from a personal point of view, I'm delighted and proud of the girls. We were involved with the Castletown girls. Back when they won the Junior B, we lost the Junior A final to Shelmaliers the following year, and I'm just delighted for them. And there's going to be a little bit of a party. Hopefully they won't go too mad with all the current guidelines, and I'm sure everybody will stay mature and respect the guidelines. But back to probably the Golden Anchor for big celebrations, and just like to thank our sponsors again, Pacquiao Septic Tanks Treatments, Brooks Super Value from River Chapel and Ballycanoe, and the Golden Anchor from Castletown. But Lizzie, we'll hand it over to the presentations for the moment, and we'll be back to you shortly with a player interview, hopefully. Sorry.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, I suppose first of all, congratulations to Castletown on a fantastic victory. And I suppose hard luck to Ballydufft here, who in fairness, as the fellas has died with their boots on. They gave us the best shot they could in the last few minutes there, and I think they deserve a huge round of applause. Again, look, just on behalf of Wexford County Board, first of all, I would like to thank Stafford's Bakery, the sponsors of our junior championship. And again, I think a special day for Laura, who was captain of the team. And I'd just like to thank Laura for all her help during the year. And I suppose, from a financial point of view, it's always nice to get a few bob as well. So again, just thanks very much to Stafford's Bakery. So look, just again, I'd just like to compliment both sets of selectors. Look, there's a huge effort put in to reach a county final, and unfortunately, I suppose there only can be one winner. So today was Castletown's day, and I'm sure Ballydufft here will be back. I think I remember saying that to you last year as well, unfortunately. But look, you're a young team, and I've no doubt that you will reach your goal and reach intermediate in the next couple of years. So I say, well done to Ballydufft here. I'm going to present the Junior Championship Trophy to Laura. A family occasion. Right, Laura, over to you.
On behalf of us today, I just want to say it's an absolute honour to receive this cup. We've been chasing this for a long time and we were lucky this was our year. Firstly, I'd like to thank the Ladies Committee, County Board. They do absolutely everything and this was a tough year for everyone. You really did a great job. Thank you to the referees and the match officials for today. A special hard luck, I suppose, lads, to Bellfield. We know you for a long time. A seriously good young team. We know a lot of you personally, and I can't really say much to you because I know you've been here before. We've been here twice before. It's not a nice feeling, but I have no doubt you'll be back here next year, lads, and we'll be playing you in intermediate very soon. 3 cheers for Bellfield. Before I talk about our management, one special lady, Jo Murphy. A big thank you. You keep us going, body and mind. So thank you very much, Jo. The family, friends, supporters, anyone tuned in on the telly, thanks for supporting us throughout the year. Management, Sean, Harry, James, you believed in us this year. You gave us everything 110% in every session. You pushed us to be better, and we can't thank you enough for what you've done for us today. Lastly and most importantly, the players. Girls, there's no other word but our family for that group. You are a seriously amazing group and it's been an absolute honour to captain you. We'll go back and celebrate this now. Well done.
Right. Again, look, thanks very much to everyone. And unfortunately, as soon as you're ready to leave, we'll ask you to leave. We'll have another match coming up, unfortunately, alright? So look, the best of luck to Castledown and hard luck to Bellfield here. Thank you.
Hold on, the cup there. Yeah, and you stay here. Stay here with James for an interview, will you? So, well done again to Castledown, who will play in the intermediate football ranks. So just stay tuned here, folks. We just have an interview coming with the manager of the Castledown team, James Flood, and Laura Stafford, the captain of the team, will join us shortly for an interview. So we'll be back with you there 1 second. So final score here from Bellfield is 1-9 to 1-8. Congratulations, James. We'll be with you there in 1 second. Laura, can you give the cup to Louise and tell her to give it to the girls and stay for an interview? Yeah, with James. So Darren Cavan, if you're watching at home, the girls are shouting for you here. So, can you see them? So, Laura, I'll start with you first of all. Congratulations. How does it feel? I suppose we spoke about it during the week that Laura, I'm going to have a quick word with you because they're looking for you for the picture. How does it feel to captain this group, and how well did the girls play today?
Look, it's an amazing feeling. Words can't describe it. We've been chasing this trophy. We've been here twice before. There's just no words for what went on out there. In fairness to Bellfield, they were favourites to come into this game. They threw absolutely everything at it, but the girls worked so hard.
Laura, well done. They're looking for you for the team photo. I don't want you to miss that, okay? Special memory. Down this way, Laura. James, well done. First of all, congratulations. Squeaky bum time in the last few minutes there. I suppose you were hoping the clock might run out. You know, it's hard to hear in the background, but you know, you must be very proud of the girls.
No, it's great to finally get over the line with this bunch. Memories of county final years gone by, ball in the last minute going in, running through my head, but we held on, we got the result and got the job done.
Look at he's obviously set up really well. He's had Laura Stafford played an instrumental part in this game, sitting back deep. She controlled the game. You could see her telling everyone, let's just calm it down, let's slow it down. You were happy enough to be 2 or 3 points up as long as you didn't concede goals. I know you conceded a goal in injury time, but it was too late for the opposition.
Yeah, like the game plan was if we can keep it 2 or 3, just keep scoreboard ticking, keep it going, and kill them slowly was the game plan.
There's been a big turnaround in personnel with the Castleton girls over the last 5 or 6 years. A few retirements, a few people having kids and things like that. A lot of young blood introduced in the last 2 years, and you can see how important they were today.
Yeah, and it's credit to the underage side of the club. They're doing savage work there. Harry Hart is involved with 2 or 3 teams. Bernie is doing massive work. There's people there doing great work, and it's really showing their fruit today. And it's as much for them as it is the players. Like it's their county championship as well, and it's all the work they've done coming out to the fore today.
We know how important Amy Wilson can be to the team, but surely there has to be a special mention too for the likes of Mirren, Marta, Nevie, Taylor Hughes. Rosie McGuckin was under real pressure there with Orla Keogh, but by God she stuck to her guns, and you know what I mean, she had a great battle with her.
Yeah, look, it's not about 1, 2, 3 players, it's about team effort, and I think we was 22, 23 in the end, and everyone played a part in it, so you can't really pick out anyone. It was a team job and everyone performed fabulously today.
Real positive as well how you responded to the sin bins. Hanan had a super game full back. It's great to see her back playing. She was dominant there, picking up the breaking ball, anything sweeping up, anything that went in behind, but she's reacted so well. What was the mindset like from the management and the players when those sin bins were happening?
We've often sat down on a Monday night at the start of the week with Sean's cakes and buns and everything, and we've often
you've had a few, have you?
So definitely had a few over lockdown, yeah. But no, we plan for everything. Like I always remember in '96, Liam Griffin said, "What will we do if this man gets sent off?" And we carried that mindset into it. We kind of have to take the lessons from the past and bring them forward, and we done that today as well.
Sean Stafford Senior will be tuned in today, you know, big sponsor of clubs in the past, and he'd be very, very proud of his granddaughter today, wouldn't he?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great for the family, a great family occasion, as Dennis said, between sponsoring it and Sean Og and Laura, but like they're all involved. Katrina's involved, Kite's involved, all the families involved, whether they're playing or administrators or managing or whatever, they're all there, and it's a testament to them all. They put savage work into it, and it's delighted for them.
Just on Bellfield Tira, James, beaten in the final last year. They beat just 4-7 to 9 points in the championship. You know, they probably kicked a lot of wides in the first maybe 20 minutes. But you know, you have to give credit to them. They battle hard and they put us under the caution at the end.
Yeah, no, they done savage work there at the end. We looked at that game way back in the before lockdown, and we said we need to improve from it. We did improve from it, but the team we had out that night, we only had 3 today playing in the same position, so we didn't really want to show our hand that night either. But credit to them, they're a fantastic team, they're well coached. Bernie Green's absolutely fantastic for him as well. She's a real standout player for him, but the couple of other younger players, Orla Keogh, another notable one, but they'll be back. Like it'll take them a while, I think, to go over this one, but hopefully they'll be back up there with us soon enough.
The last thing before I let you go, enjoy your celebrations. How important is it for a club like Castleton to be in the intermediate grade and hopefully looking to push on and join the senior ranks in the next few years?
We should be looking to push on to senior. Like we're a senior football club in the male, so why can't we do the same with the female? It's time to push on now, get everyone together. We'll enjoy tonight, and we'll sit down and get ready to go again for intermediate next year.
Well done, James. I hope you enjoy the occasions, and hopefully we'll make it a double tomorrow, a treble with the junior and the senior. So congratulations, and go enjoy the celebrations. You're doing a great job.
Thanks Anthony. Best luck.
Well done, folks. So there you have it. We're going to log off now between myself and Lizzie Kent. We're going to log off there in the next couple of minutes, and Lizzie, before we head off and turn our attentions to Adamstown and Shelmaliers tonight, and before you get really excited, I suppose 1-9 to 1-8 the way it finished up, but Ballydove Tira laid siege there in the last few minutes, didn't they? But I think the best probably, I don't know if it's the best team, but the team that performed the best today won out.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. And I mean Ballydove Tira had some great performances, you know, like Bernie Breen was her usual, you know, as in hard work and self, you know, Orla Keogh and Ciara Robin in the forwards, like they didn't disappoint, they looked dangerous every time they got on the ball. Leah Fitzhenry and Jerry Rose O'Connor did really, really well for them, but it's hard to look past Castleton, I suppose. When I think to the first half, you know, the one goal opportunity, like I mean, Duran Cullen dealt with it, you know, and between Hannah Free, Rosie McGuckin, Mirren Fitzpatrick, so many, I suppose there'd be so many big performances on the Castletown team, you know, and we've mentioned already like the influence that Laura Stafford has had on that team, you know, so yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I think Castletown probably on merit probably deserve to get over the line, but my God, what an exciting game. And you know, I definitely think that Ballydove Tira will be up in the intermediate ranks in the not too distant future as well.
But again, a positive for ladies football. Like, that's junior A standard, and it was very some high feature, high shooting, brilliant tackling, and the work rate was savage from both sides.
Oh, I thought it was an excellent game and a real exhibition of football, to be honest. From both sides, it's really accredited them. And tactically, both were set up really, really well. As in, how I love some good defending. You know what I mean? And again, and a trademark of the two games today, really good kicking off. And it's something in the ladies' game maybe that frustrates me in a coaching sense, but as in a huge amount, kicking off the shoulder, really good scores, composed, kicking off right and left, so it was an exhibition of football out there today, and a credit to both teams, and two areas that should be very proud of their girls tonight.
Well, what we've seen in both two games as well, Gusran won the first game in the championship against Kilmore. Boylove Terry beat Castledown in the first round in the championship, and they've turned it around, so yeah, you learn more from losing, don't you, in those early games?
Yeah, and that's often the case, and you'll see that kind of in a lot of championships, as in the team who loses just learns that little bit more, and it's often I suppose is in they correct the areas where they've been maybe overrun in the first game, and yeah, it's the case in point, for the two games today.
So we're going to log off again. I want to thank our sponsors, Stafford's Bakery, Pat Kyo Septic Tank Treatments, Brooks Super Value River Chapel and Ballycanoe, and the Golden Anchor. Just to say that we'll join us back. I hope the stream and everything was perfect for this game, folks, and we're looking forward to seeing you at 5:30 for the big one. So I was a little bit excited for that game, and it'll be Lizzie's turn to be excited for the next game. But we'll try and have as neutral commentary as possible, and I hope it came across that way in that game. So we're back around 5:20 for the build up to the Bodybro Senior Football Final between Adamstown and Shelmaliers. So well done to Castledown, who are the Junior A Football Champions for 2020, and they will play intermediate football in 2021. So all the best, and see you later. Thank you.